It is time to start Butcher and Blackbird. My expectations are very high, so let's just get right into it. There is a playlist, but I'm not going to listen to it as of right now. That might change later, but I hope this doesn't disappoint. I didn't expect to check back in so soon, but what an opening. Being a serial killer who kills serial killers is a great hobby until you find yourself locked in a cage. First sentence right off the bat. Frickin' Rowan! I love him. He has my heart. I am 72 pages into the book and it is so good. Like, you jump right into it, and how nonchalant and casual the murders are. Like, Sloane is literally popping in AirPods and having a full-on conversation with her friend while she has this man bound and gagged on a medical table and is about to like slice and dice him. And she's just on the phone, and it's just so casual, and the banter between them. And I love how Rowan fell first and how like infatuated he is with Sloane and how smitten he is, and like he's not afraid to like joke around with her and like poke fun at his crush on her. And like, you know, she feels the same because you get dual POVs. You get both Rowan and Sloane's. So Sloane is Blackbird and Rowan is Butcher. I just finished the part where they murdered Frances, the innkeeper, for like being a peeping Tom on Sloane while she's getting it on with herself. And like Rowan's just listening through the wall. But it's just so like, everything's just so normal in this book and casual, and I love it. Like, it's not alarming, if that makes sense. So far, I'm only 72 pages in. Sully's right here. But like, I love it, and I don't know how in detail it's gonna go. Sully. He is moving my cart that you are set up on. Okay, lay down. Lay down. And it's kind of weird how casual like their murdering is. I don't know how many times I can say it, but like, but what they're doing is they are on a mission. Rowan challenged Sloane to this game where his brother Lachlan, which I think he will be Leather from Leather and Lark, the second book of this trilogy. But Lachlan texts Rowan and Sloane this address. I don't know if they got an actual address or if they just got the state, like they went to West Virginia. And there they need to track down a serial killer, and they are both competing to whoever gets to kill them first. So Rowan won the first round, and I'm assuming this is going to become like an annual thing, or like, I don't know how often they'll do it, but keep doing the competition. And I don't even know what the winner gets. I don't know if it was ever said. Like the winner of the... Oh yes, they're looking for this one big serial killer. So whoever wins these challenges gets to kill the grand serial killer, essentially. But I'm gonna keep reading because I am loving it. And like, just the tension between them too, it's building, and they're playing off of each other, and with the Kindle under her butt, it's just like, I can't wait until they get like more romance going because I love them already, especially Rowan with his little Irish accent too. Can this man get any better? One of my favorite parts so far in this book, and it just got brought up again later on and I forgot to bring this up, but it's a conversation between Lachlan and Rowan, and Lachlan asks, how would you like me to refer to her? Talking about Sloane. And Rowan goes, I don't know, asshole. How about Queen or Your Highness? Fuck off. And Lachlan goes, fuck off it is. Pleased to meet you, fuck off. I'm your new brother-in-law. Welcome to the family, fuck off. And I just got to the part where Sloane goes to Rowan's... Almost lost you there. Sloane goes to Rowan's restaurant and Lachlan goes, well, well, well. Fuck off. This book is so funny. I love it. It's not like heavy traumatic dark so far. It's like lighthearted, humorous, go with the flow type of thing. I like it. I like the vibe of this so far. I mean, it's a pink book cover. I don't think it can be too dark and demonic like, but you never know. I am an actual knob. My God, the back of the book literally says the viral friends to lovers dark romantic comedy. This is a comedy book. No shit, it's so funny. Oh my God. Wow, that would have been nice to know. Well, actually, I'm glad I didn't know because it just made it that much better. But now I know it, so... Oh my God. I have made it to page 216. And there has been 2 more murders. So they ended up murdering this Carmichael dude because he's a cannibal. And that's where the accidental cannibalism comes in, because Rowan accidentally eats someone's ass. A rump roast, quite literally. And there is a really sweet scene because that Carmichael guy has this dude named David that he was like holding hostage as his own servant. And he performed a lobotomy on him so he didn't speak. And then Sloane pretty much forces Rowan to give him a job and to like kind of take him in because he doesn't have any other option at this point. And there were no missing people reports that fit David's description. So Rowan gives him a job at his restaurant, and I think that's super, super sweet. And there's some semen ice cream that David is just going to town on, and Rowan can't look at ice cream the same anymore. And they are meeting up annually. I know I said up at the beginning I wasn't sure if it was annually, but it is. They meet up once a year. So this book has like pretty big time gaps, but Rowan and Sloane keep up with each other like via text, calls, things like that. And there's a really sweet scene where Rowan sends this little boy on a mission to bring Sloane groceries, and then he calls her and walks her through the process of cooking. And it's just so sweet, like just the little acts. And he calls her love. That gets to my heart. That makes me melt when he calls her love. Like he is so passionate and so unapologetically devoted to her. And then they get into a bit of a tangle with this other dude. He is a chainsaw murderer named Harvey, and Sloane gets like tossed around by him. She has a literally foot boot print on her forehead because he kicks her in the face, and then she dislocates her arm and like cracks a few ribs. And Rowan is very distraught because he thought Harvey was going to kill her and realized how much he actually cares about her and wants to be with her. And like that was his moment of clarity when she was almost on death's door, that he wants to be with her. But all is good, all is well. And he takes her to his brother Fionn, who's a doctor, and he like looks after her, mends her, and we get our first sex scene. They finally get together. They finally break this tension, this 4-year tension, and it's hot. He helps her into the bath. Like Rowan is a great balance of like overprotective, hard ass, and so kind and caring and gentle, and really knows how to like nurture Sloane. And she is hesitant. We did get a little glimpse into her past of her killing someone for Lark, an art professor, and like he was a bit of a douchebag. We don't know what exactly has happened yet, but she ends up murdering someone for Lark, and I'm suspecting that is her first murder, her first person she kills, but we will find out. But that bathtub, like the tension, the slow burn, like I am well over halfway into this book and they finally crack it. They finally go at each other like animals. This book does not shy away from anything, which I love and appreciate, because it's so well balanced that it's not too harsh and dark, because there are also pretty like lighthearted situations. Like one of my favorite is when Fionn makes Rowan confirm what his childhood nickname was, and it was Shit Flicker. It's just so funny. And so this is one of my favorite parts when Sloane wants to know more about it. She says, "I want to know how the Shit Flicker name came to be." Sloane, I warn. Was it your own shit you flicked or someone else's regularly? And like, why? The humor. I have not laughed this much in a long time while reading a book, and it is perfect. I thought we were gonna get away with no third act breakup, but yet here we are on page 278-ish. Rowan is at the restaurant and David is there. He shouldn't be there. Like, one of the line cooks was supposed to take him home. So he's like there. Rowan is there fixing an exhaust fan or hood or something. And so he goes to go turn on a breaker and he comes back. Someone's got a gun pointed to his forehead and tells, like, we don't know who it is yet, or I don't know who it is yet. But he tells Rowan that he needs to get Sloane to leave the restaurant. Like, she's supposed to be meeting Rowan there. And the gunman doesn't want her there. So Rowan has to get rid of her. But they're already kind of on the fences. Like, their relationship was tense because Rowan's stressed about opening the new restaurant. Sloane has moved to Boston to live with Rowan, and she feels like she might be a bit of a burden on him and isn't super confident in their new relationship right now. So is this gonna be a third act breakup? Because I freaking hate those. So I'll see how this turns out. But Rowan is telling Sloane to go back home to, where does she live? Raleigh. That she needs to leave Boston and go home, and she probably is going to take this as him breaking up with her and confirming her fears that she is actually a burden and he doesn't want to be with her. All of the frickin' things I hate, but he can't tell her why he's getting rid of her because the gunman's gonna torture her and kill her in front of Rowan and make him watch what's happening, which obviously he doesn't want that. So it's for her best interest, but she's not gonna know that, but we know that. And oh, I hate this stuff. There's like 40 pages left, so this better not end on a bad note. That's all I have to say. I am just like another couple pages in from where I last spoke, but David is that serial killer that they were hunting at the beginning. That is my suspicions, that David has been like planning this and stalking them and trying to figure out a way. And he is the serial killer that they couldn't find and didn't know at the beginning, who was the one, like, that was going to be their prize for the annual hunt or whatever. That's what I think. That's my suspicions. I am really going to try to finish this book before I have to leave for work, because I need to know whether that's confirmed or not. But frickin' David playing the system. He was trying to kill Rowan, but Sloane set up a secret camera in the kitchen of the new restaurant, Butcher and Blackbird, and figured out Rowan's little clues that he was telling her, but he crushed her heart. He used all of her insecurities against her and like shoved them in her face to get her to leave the restaurant. Understandable, kind of, why he needed her to leave so she didn't get murdered, but like, that hurts. Like, he knew what weaknesses and like pressure points to push on, and he used that to get her to think that he didn't love her anymore, which was really sad. But she is so smart and picked up on his clues and figured it out, got there in time, saved Rowan. She was the hero and killed David. And now Lark is moving to Boston. So it's going to be one big happy family. They're getting married. He proposed by sticking a ring into the dead doctor's left eye socket hole. And she said yes. I mean, of course. That is so sweet. They're getting married. Whose POV is the epilogue from? Someone's coming after Rowan. And like, the epilogue is from when Rowan and Sloane are leaving Lachlan's leather shop, and then when they head out to their appointment. But I don't... Oh. The appointment was for the tattoo, so this was before Rowan got his tattoo. But who is coming after him? We don't know if it's a man or a female. Are we gonna find out more in the second book? I hope so. What if it's Lark? Because Lark is coming to Boston. She's moving there. And what if it's her? What if Rowan killed Lark's brother? And that's why the next book is Leather and Lark. Oh shit. Oh shit. Rowan is so sweet. I just finished the book. I binged that last like third so hard. It finishes with a bonus chapter. I don't know if this is in every book. I would think so. Like, it doesn't say it's an exclusive or anything. But he shows up when Sloane, Lark, and Anna are on her like little bachelorette pre-wedding retreat. And he suggests that they get married right then and there because Sloane doesn't want a big wedding. It's kind of stressing her out thinking about a guest list and getting everything organized. So Rowan knew that and planned it with everyone to get married at that little beach town inn. Just small, private, intimate. He is so lovely. I loved this book. This book was 5 stars. Like, I'm saying that right now. It lived up to everything I hoped it would be and so much more. I didn't realize exactly what it was getting into it. Like, it's so much more than what the back makes it sound to be, and I loved it. Rowan is my new book boyfriend. I love him. I love him so much. I'm so excited for the second one now. Oh, this book was so good. I put it off for so long. I've owned this for a few months now, and I was scared to read it because I didn't want to be disappointed, and I wasn't. So I highly recommend you read this book. It wasn't like super graphic. I wouldn't say like, yes, there is a lot of explaining, but it's pretty lighthearted. Like, it's not morbid, if that makes sense. It's not super dark. I don't know how to explain it. I just had a great time reading this book. It is so unique. I have never read anything like this before. Their chemistry, the smut scenes, top tier. Chef's kiss. So good. I cannot say enough good things about this book. I highly, highly recommend it. That is it for this video though. I hope you enjoyed it. It was so fun chiming in, just checking in every once in a while when something good came up. I am sure I missed a bunch of things. So read it for yourself, enjoy the world, and check out Sorry, there's a little floaty. Check out Leather and Lark. It comes out in June, I think, but you can pre-order it. It's on sale on Amazon right now, actually. But yeah, I can't wait. And Sloane and Rowan kind of are master manipulating the Lachlan and Lark situation, like setting them up. They see the potential there, so that'll be interesting to see where it goes because they're like full-on enemies. Like, they don't get along at all in this book, so it'll be very interesting to see how their story plays out, whereas Rowan and Sloane start off more like rivals in a competitive type of way, but Lachlan and Lark just don't like each other, so that'll be interesting. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!